Well, Dominik Szoboszlai has arrived in UK to undergo his medical. Where exactly is he going to really hold it from? I'm going to be revealing you onto how it all came about and was gone ahead to report this story. And as I start this story of Dominik Szoboszlai, I would like to extend all my apologies to everyone who did watch the video yesterday that I did when I really talked about his deal as a here we go and I referred to him as a defender. Guys, I'm sorry. He's a central attacking midfielder. That is Dominik Szoboszlai, Hungarian player, 23 years of age. He has been playing for RB Leipzig and looks like he is in England to undergo his medical. Smash the like button close to 300 times and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And we are talking a little bit about Youri Tielemans, another one being unveiled by Aston Villa today, and his first statement after being handed over to the shirt number 8 has been revealed to us here onto the Rokani Media Football. It's the Transfer News Show, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we hit close to 20,000 subscribers. But let's first hit 16, and I know we are going to hit that in a space of like 4-5 days because it looks like people are really subscribing hungrily onto this channel. Lastly, we are talking Alphonso Davies, left back for Bayern Munich, picking lots of interest from Real Madrid, and he wants to join his former teammate, that is Jordi Alba, who plays that side. Let's get straight into how everything really panned out. The first person to really put out the story about this guy's deal was Fabrizio Romano, and he said the following about this deal. He said, understand Liverpool have scheduled first part of the medical tests for Dominik Szoboszlai today after 70 million euro release clause triggered on Friday. Documents being checked while Szoboszlai will do all his medical tests, then be unveiled as a new Liverpool player. That is what Fabrizio really said. And then after Fabrizio saying that, Jacob's Ben came in through and told us the following, that Szoboszlai given permission to travel for his Liverpool medical. Liverpool triggered his 70 million euro clause last night. No paperwork panic, despite the clause expiring at midnight. But Liverpool's recruitment team have worked around the clock for 48 hours to get the deal done. So that is what Jacobs Ben told us, that after a medical being announced by Fabrizio Romano, Jacobs Ben came in through and confirmed us that Szoboszlai was given permission by Liverpool to go ahead and obviously undergo his medical. Then 10-30 minutes back, Fabrizio told us that Dominik Szoboszlai on Merseyside for medical tests, and Leipzig have already started to exchange all documents, contracts to sign the deal. Paperwork approved, while Szoboszlai has already had direct call with Jurgen Klopp set for this new chapter. Now, Szoboszlai, 22 years of age, he's a very exciting photo. You look at him, and he's one of those midfielders that I think Arsenal was so much linked to, but they looked like they chose Kai Havertz over him. That's it. And he had a release clause of how many? Of 70 million euros. It was triggered by Liverpool, and he's going to undergo his medical today. And all I can tell you is that he has touched down Liverpool, and he's really ready to go on and obviously reveal the best of himself. And when you look at him, for RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga, played 31 games, 8 assists and 6 goals. It shows you that he has gone ahead to really have that threat at goal of the opponent. And Liverpool are getting themselves a player that is going to really go ahead and obviously increase their midfield threat. Remember last season, Liverpool had lots of holes in their midfield, and they've gone ahead to let James Milner go and Naby Keita, and they need to reinforce that midfield. Plus Chamberlain is leaving on a free, and they have to get in midfielders. He marks the second midfielder that they're going to bring in, and I believe that by tomorrow it's going to be a here we go, and we are going to come out and obviously let you know what Liverpool have gone ahead to really give him and what is his shirt number, because shirt number 10, I think it was a shirt number I was putting on at shirt number 10 that shirt number 10 that would have went to fancy is being put on by the new signee at Liverpool, who goes by the names of McAllister, and he joins McAllister, though in my view I really understand that Liverpool is lacking what we call a central defensive midfield. I understand they brought in Szoboszlai and McAllister, all those attack minded central midfielders, so they can play in the double pivot and obviously put up a press, but they need another Fabinho to come into that mix to see to it that he lets Liverpool to the next level. Are they going in for Thuram, or they are going in for, what's the name, Kone? Manu Kone. So let's wait and see how that pans out for the side of Liverpool. Now, after that, let's bring you Youri Tielemans. Youri Tielemans has gone ahead and gotten unveiled as a player of Aston Villa. And remember, by the time he went to the preseason, not preseason, in the holidays, he found himself in a situation of being an Aston Villa player, but they had not gotten to really unveil him. And Fabrizio has gone ahead and told us that Aston Villa unveiled Youri Tielemans as new signing completed weeks ago. Here is Belgium midfield in Villa shirt. Next is Pau Torres, but next week and not this week. That is it. It shows you that they're really having a very busy transfer at the Villa side, and obviously they are really working tooth and nail to put themselves in a situation of obviously getting him over the line. That is Youri Tielemans holding shirt of Aston Villa, and it shows you that Aston Villa is also ready to compete at all fronts when it comes to this side of the league. And he had the following to say, that is Youri Tielemans, that I joined after a few chats with the manager. His ambition, his passion, and the way he led the team kind of impressed me and made me decide to come to Aston Villa. It's a big club. That is what he has gone ahead to say about joining Aston Villa. And remember, it's Unai Emery, the former Villarreal Arsenal manager, has gone ahead to really convince him to join the club of Aston Villa. And Aston Villa is going to be having one of the best midfields in the league, because they're having Jacob Ramsey, Boba Kamara. Now they've added on Youri Tielemans. They're having Douglas Luiz, McGreen. It's a very good midfield that you will always want to watch them play ball, because it's really so much important at how the manager's gone ahead to build it up, and it's so much composed. They're press resistant, and we can't wait to see how far they're going to go next season, as they're going to be playing in Europe. I think they're playing in the Conference League, right? Because in the UEFA Europa League, it's obviously West Ham, Liverpool, Brighton. Conference League, I think it's Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur, though we might get others, because the Carabao Cup was won by Man United. If they're going to play in the Champions League, they might be having some more slots to play in there for you. And when you look at the FA Cup, it was won by Man City. They're not going to play into the FA Europa League, so another slot might be available to say to it that it's taken over by this team. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But all in all, it is something that you need to go ahead and really appreciate, that they've gone ahead to do such deals, and they've won the heart of Youri Tielemans, and he has held up that shirt at the Villa Park. Now, let's go to the last story. It's all about Alphonso Alves, and it's coming in from Marca, close source to Real Madrid. They've told us that Alphonso Alves wants to move to Real Madrid this summer, but he's aware it's very difficult because of his high price. So, the high price, obviously, Bayern will call in for like 100 million euros for this left back, because in the world right now, he's one of the most elite left backs I've seen. Press resistant, flying left back, you know. He adds a lot to the final third of the pitch, assists, goals, his physicality, and trust me, he's going to earn his move. Real Madrid is one of those teams that when they knock on your door, especially when playing for teams like Bayern Munich, you just have to come out and say, all right, let me go to Real Madrid, because you are assured of really winning titles, especially the Champions League. And the recent past, Real Madrid had gotten ahead to dominate the Champions League to the high. And I think it's going to be easy for him to join Real Madrid, because there is his other fellow teammate at Bayern Munich, that is Jordi Alba, and he failed to sign a new contract at Bayern Munich, and he left on a free, and is really enjoying his spell there. So he would like to go ahead and really join him and play ball with him, because when you look at Real Madrid, ever since Marcelo left, they've not gotten ahead to get a flying left back. Mendy is nowhere near the levels of being a flying left back. Press resistant, but he's not a joy to watch. He's not flamboyant. Yeah? He's not a baller. But when you look at Alphonso Alves, you put him into that side of Real Madrid, he just gives you those flashbacks of Marcelo, and He can also be played as a midfielder. You've seen him at his national team of Canada. He's played as a central attacking midfielder. So he's really talented, and I like the way he does his stuff. So guys, your thoughts on to Szoboszlai arrives in UK for his medical are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Youri Tielemans holding up that shirt number, and what the manager told him that convinced him to join the club of Aston Villa? And lastly, do you think Alphonso will move on to Real Madrid because Bayern might be calling in for a lot of money, but he's left with like 1 or 2 years on his contract and is not willing to put pen and paper to his contract? If Bayern don't sell, they might see themselves losing out this player on a free. I sign out. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God protect you abundantly. Muslim viewers and subscribers, may Allah protect you abundantly. I'm out.